Impact of armed conflict on social fabric and representations in Colombia, 1964 and 2020. Introduction. The armed conflict in Colombia has been one of the longest internal conflicts in Latin America and the world, characterized by a mix of political, economic, and social factors. Over, over the decades, violence affected the civil population, leaving millions of victims, and creating a lasting impact on Colombia's society. This research focused on the social representations and experience of victims, particularly in the municipality of Palmira, Valle del Cauca. Here, thousands of displaced individuals sought refuge, trying to rebuild their lives and identities in the face of marginalization and exclusion. Key dates: 1964, the winning of the armed conflict. In 1964, guerrilla groups such as the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia and the National Liberation Army were created. These groups emerged from social and political inequality, promoting revolutionary ideologies that justify armed resistance against the state. 1909, 2006, rise of armed groups and escalating violence. In the 1990s, violence surged with the emergence of paramilitary groups like the AUC. 2003, 2006. And the mobilization of the AUC. However, after the mobilization, many former members had formed criminal groups, now as BACRIM, which continue to commit violence acts and maintain control over several regions. To 2012 to 2016. Peace process with the FARC. The Colombia government and the FARC signed a peace agreement, which was a tip towards peace. Former FARC combats reintegrating into society. Also, violence continued due to other armed groups in 2020 post-conflict context. And study in Palmira, despite the peace agreement, the conflict persisted in Palmira due to these scenes from FARC, the ELN, and other criminal groups. Quarantine impact. Total number of victims, according to Colombia's single register of victims, 8,632,030 victims had been registered as affected by the conflict. Regional impact in Valle del Cauca. In Valle del Cauca, 419,444 people were registered as victims of violence. Palmira alone count for 15,687 of these victims, illustrating the civil displacement and violence experienced in this municipality. Study participants, the study include 19 displaced people in Palmira. 3 participants, 2 men and one woman, were interviewed, and the other 16 completed ethnographic questionnaires. Victims of forced displacement are put through profound psychosocial effects as they are uprooted from their original communities and take on unfamiliar urban settings, experience an abrupt change in their sense of identity and belonging. Social representations theory shows has these individuals strive to redefine their perception to adapt and survive, despite emotionally and psychological challenges. And in this new context, inequality and social exclusion have taken root, intensifying their vulnerability as they are marginalized by poverty, unemployment, and lack of access to basic service. This not only puts limits on their social integration but pushes them towards the fringes. Added to this is the culture of fear, general by violence and displacement, which has made its mark in fostering distrustful attitudes and perpetuating insecurity due to lack of state support, keeping them in constant state of alert. The Colombia armed conflict has put deep scars on society, with millions of displaced people taking on the challenges of rebuilding their lives in other exclusionary environments. Despite the 2016 peace agreement with the FARC, a real peace requires more than making an end to violence. It calls for a string commitment to reconciliation that includes social recognition, inclusive police and psychological support. By taking resilience of victims into account and making efforts to work their reintegration, Colombia can work towards healing past wounds and restoring the social fabric. I would like to end with this phrase: only by honoring the voice of those who have suffered can Colombia truly pave the way toward lasting peace. Thank you.